Hi everyone, my name is Dalia and welcome to my English class. Today I am going to discuss a very important topic, that is the structure of affirmative, negative and interrogative sentence. Okay, but before discussing this, let me tell you a little bit. I had already explained about all the verbs and tenses step by step in details on my previous videos. Okay. But I did not discuss the structure of affirmative, negative and interrogative sentence. So today I am going to discuss this. But today I will only focus on simple present tense. Okay, so let's start. Number 1, affirmative sentence. Okay, so what is the structure of affirmative sentence in simple present tense? Okay, for example, if I say you go to school, you go to school, it means you are habituated to go to school. Understood? It means you are habituated to go to school, right? And I think you all know what is simple present tense. Simple present tense means habitual action or universal truth, right? So you go to school means you are habituated to go to school. But it is the structure of affirmative sentence. So what is the structure of affirmative sentence? So the structure of affirmative sentence is subject plus present form of the main verb plus rest of the part of the sentence or object. Understood? You is subject, go is main verb, present form of the main verb, and then rest of the part of the sentence. Clear? So you go to school. Understood? Let me give another example. If I say he goes to school, he goes to school. Why I am saying he goes to school? But first I told you go to school, but here I am saying he goes to school. What is the difference between this? Yes, there is a little bit difference. Like you is second person, so that's why I told you go to school, but he is third person singular number, so I must have to use is or is after the end of the main verb. Clear? This is the rule. When the subject is third person singular number, we must have to use is or is after the end of the main verb, right? He goes to school, she goes to school, Riya goes to school, Rahul goes to school, but I go to school, you go to school. Understood? When the subject is first person and second person, and then we have to use, we don't have to use is or is after the end of the main verb. But when the subject is third person singular number like he, she, it, we must have to use is or is after the end of the main verb. Clear? Number 2 is negative, the structure of negative sentence. You go to school, that is affirmative sentence. You don't go to school, that is negative sentence. So what is the structure of negative form of simple present tense? Subject plus auxiliary verb, do or does according to the subject plus present form of the main verb plus rest of the part of the sentence or object. Understood? You, subject, auxiliary verb, do or does according to the subject. So you is second person, so we can't use is or is after the end of the main verb. So you don't, then present form of the main verb, go, then object. Understood? You don't go to school. Clear? And always remember, don't forget to use the auxiliary verb do or does when it is negative or interrogative sentence. Always remember it. If you do mistakes, your sentence will be completed wrong. Clear? So you don't go to school, right? But if the sentence is he goes to school, it is affirmative. So how we have to change it as a negative form? He does not go to school. Understood? He does not go to school. But why he does not? Because he is third person singular number, right? And I have told you according to the rule, when the subject is third person singular number, we have to use is or is after the end of the main verb. But here, as it is negative sentence, so we have to use is or is after the end of the auxiliary verb, right? And we can't use is or is with main verb or auxiliary verb together in one sentence, because that is completely grammatically wrong. Understood? So he does not go to school. As I have used yes after the end of the auxiliary verb, so we can't use is or is after the end of the main verb too. Okay? So he does not go to school. Understood? Next is interrogative sentence. What is the structure of interrogative sentence? You go to school, affirmative sentence. You don't go to school, negative sentence. And interrogative sentence mean when we ask any question to someone. So, do you go to school? Understood? Do you go to school? So, what is the structure of interrogative form of this? First, auxiliary verb do or does according to the subject, plus subject, plus present form of the main verb, plus object. Understood? First auxiliary verb do. Why? Because you is second person, so we have to use the auxiliary verb do, right? So, do you go to school? Understood? If I say he goes to school, affirmative sentence, he does not go to school, negative sentence. So, what will be the interrogative form of this? Does he go to school? Does he go to school? Because he is third person singular number. So, we have to use yes after the end of the auxiliary verb. And as it is interrogative sentence, so does he go to school? Understood? I think I have made myself clear. If still you are facing trouble to understand properly, my humble request, please watch the video repeatedly. Definitely you will not face any trouble in future. Okay? So, I think you all have enjoyed the lesson today. So now I have to stop here and see you on the next class. Thank you.